Hey guys, so I'm actually in the middle of cleaning and making dinner, and a thought popped into my head and I decided to sit down and film a quick video about it. I was watching a documentary on animals. I watched Earthlings a long time ago. It's part of the reason why I became a vegetarian. And one of the comments that I read on this particular documentary that I was watching was, well, at least all these animals are in a better place. And you know, a lot of Christians don't believe that. They don't believe that there's an afterlife for animals. They don't believe that animals are sentient beings, so that's a completely different other story. But the thought of someone being comforted in any way about the abuse that these animals have to go through by the idea that they're in a better place now, or they're in heaven, it just really made me kind of angry. And I started thinking, because I've been doing a lot of research recently on the oppression of women and, you know, Islamic places and stuff, and it's just really sad. And I kind of just made the connection, well, I bet there's some people out there who feel, you know, it's not that they like the idea of what these women have to go through. I mean, I'm sure that any person with an ounce of morality would be really bothered by the stuff that goes on in other places, like acid being thrown in someone's face or being stoned to death because you were raped and that somehow makes you impure. That is the kind of thing that would bother anyone. But I feel like even myself, before I became an atheist, like part of me maybe would have been comforted by the idea of a God watching over these people, somehow reconciling what happened, somehow making it better at the end of the day, somehow, you know, comforting these people so that what they had to go through on their earthly existence, it didn't hurt them anymore. It didn't matter so much because now they were happy. At least they had some kind of, you know, peace at the end of it all. Now they're happy. Now they're in a better place. So, you know, part of me, even though I would have been greatly disturbed by, you know, anything I saw going on, you know, to hurt someone, you know, I would have been bothered, but I know part of me would have been like, well, at least. And the idea that people are like that bothers me a lot, because once I became an atheist, I let go, obviously, of the thought of an afterlife or someone watching over me or any kind of comfort after I'm gone. So I almost started to value life more because of that. And I feel like if people weren't clinging so strongly to a religion, that they maybe would be more bothered by things that go on in the Middle East or other countries where people don't have good lives, because they would realize that that's the only life they have. They're not going to get some kind of reward or some kind of comfort. They're not going to get to run into the arms of God, who has loved them, you know, their whole life whenever they die. That's not there. When they're gone, they're gone. Their brain dies. Whatever, you know, neurological processes that made them who they are is gone forever. And they're never going to have that comfort. They're never going to have that peace. So wouldn't that motivate you more to do something to help those people? Like, maybe I have a problem, but I can't stop figuring out how other people's minds work when it comes to these things. I can't stop trying to understand why people in other countries act the way that they do. And whenever I do that, I inevitably run into all the terrible things that happen all over the world. And I constantly expose myself to that. I watched someone get beheaded today. You know, I need to stop doing that because it really gets to me. It really bothers me, and I don't understand why more people don't care. But you have all these Christians out there who are protesting at abortion clinics because they don't want a woman to have an abortion to a human who technically hasn't come into existence fully yet, but they don't really think about all the people who are already alive suffering all around the world. And I think if more people accepted the finality of life and understood that we're only here for a brief amount of time, and why don't we work together to make that amount of time more positive? I really feel like if there were less religion, the world would be a better place for a lot of reasons, but also because of that. I feel like atheists have, you know, that feeling of, you know, this is it. This is your life. Make it a good one, because it's the only one you have. Nothing is going to be there for you at the end of it. So try to do the most good you can and cause the least harm that you can. And I guess I just had this entire thought process go on while I was in the kitchen, and I thought maybe I would sit down quick and make a video about it, because it's not something I really thought about this detailed before. So I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Make sure to like this video, share it everywhere. All of my links are in the description, so check it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
There's no God, he doesn't exist, so don't try to save me. Use your fucking brain and leave us all alone. Subscribe!